చేస్తాం ఒకసారి లోక్సభ సమావేశాలకు వెళ్దాం. లోక్సభ సమావేశాల్లో ప్రస్తుతం మల్లికార్జున ఖర్గే మాట్లాడుతున్నారు అమెరికాలో జరుగుతున్న జాతీయ అహంకార దాడులపై. లోక్సభ సమావేశాలను ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారంలో చూద్దాం.
Those indulging in hate crime, as you know, madam, that Indian techie Srinivas Kuchivotla was shot dead and his friend Alok Madasani seriously injured in Kansas on 22nd February by an American shouting anti-immigrant slogans. Another Indian, Harnish Patel, a convenience store owner, was killed in South Carolina. Again, on 4th March, one Deep Rai was injured in Kent, Washington. Madam, this is the result of a persistent hate campaign against Indians which is taking place in the United States, especially after the new government came to power. As Mr. Kharge has mentioned, Indian technical professionals, they are giving a big service to the US economy. Rather, they are providing them brain power, but a hate campaign against Indians is being carried out. Madam, we are very concerned. Our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, in a Twitter message, has expressed concern and urged the Government of India to take steps. She has also written a letter on this issue. But as Mr. Kharge pointed out correctly, that the central government, especially after our very voluble and vocal and articulate Prime Minister, is keeping a strange silence on the issue. I can understand that the External Affairs Minister is not well, but the Prime Minister is his own foreign minister. He goes everywhere. Now, the Foreign Secretary goes to America and talks about H-1B visas, restriction on them, and immediately after he comes back, US imposes a fresh restriction on H-1B visas in America for getting priority. Now what's happening, madam? Aren't the interests of the Indians working in the United States to be protected by the government of India? Aren't we going to take a proper step so that this hate campaign stops? With all the vehemence at our command, we condemn the hate campaign carried out by certain misguided sections of the American society. We do hope that there will be protests in America as there are protests in India, and we do hope that our government will show the gumption and the guts to stand up to the bullies in the US, so that no more attacks take place on Indians, and Indians working there on H-1B visa are not deprived of their right of working in the United States. Thank you, madam.
On same issue? No, so I will allow you afterward. Let one issue we complete one issue, then I will allow you. Mehtab ji, on this issue you want to?
Madam, thank you for allowing me to express our party's view on this. The death of the Indian technical engineer, computer engineer Srinivas had sent shock waves throughout the country. Some years back, another lady technical engineer also was murdered in Melbourne, and she was also from South India. That also from Bangalore, and that also had sent shock waves throughout the country. And ultimately, at least from Australia, we could know why she was pursued and she was murdered. Some months before that incident, a student from a remote district of our country called Koraput was also murdered in an university campus. And till date, we are unaware, in a campus in the United States, we are still unaware why he was pursued and killed. So such incidents are happening, and these are necessarily racial hatred crimes. And invariably, the United States government and their respective provincial governments always try to say these are all something relating to love affairs, relating to some other unethical incidents. That's why these incidents have happened. But the incident of Mr. Srinivas was in the full public view. That is why we could know why it has happened. Therefore, And very recently, I think day before yesterday, a very interesting news has come up that NRI grooms are not being sought after now. And as the marriage season is on, and especially that is also going to affect our family. Madam, the prejudice is there. Prejudice is there relating to the skin. And that was a problem of last 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, even in 20th century. We are in 21st century. Still, how can a person, a human being, have a hatred for a person because of his color, of the skin? And that is happening. Therefore, my limited question to the government is, recently, I think a week back,
Please, please. Please, no, this will not allow. बैठिए बैठिए आप बोलिए ना no prompting, nothing doing. Yes.
allow me. Madam, very recently, a week back, United States came out with an advisory saying that you should not visit such and such countries, including India, and be very careful when you are, be very careful because there are extremists moving around in South Asian countries. Is the government going to declare certain advisories also for NRIs, for Indians who are going to that country, claiming or stating that these are the states which should be avoided? Because what we read in the media is there are certain areas where the NRIs themselves say this area is safe, this area is unsafe. Is the government as a establishment is going to declare such areas and send advisories for the benefit of our non-resident Indians who are actually going there to get better remuneration and also look after? Relating to the color which I had mentioned, Madam, many of us have been to that country. The moment we get there, the person whom we know, they tell us, don't feel that you are not an American. Because this country has been a country of all, from all quarters, everybody. Because nobody knows who is an American, who is not an American. But here is a crime which is being perpetrated, and that is the reason why what Sogodda had mentioned. It is a crime being perpetrated because a certain section of that society feels that they are being bereft of their income, their रोजगार की. इसलिए हमारे तरफ से दृढ़ स्वर से ये कहना पड़ेगा भारत सरकार की तरफ से कि ये इसके मामले में एक चिट्ठी तो आया हुआ है प्रधानमंत्री के पास जो बताया गया है कि गवर्नर के तरफ से वो स्टेट का. But what the question the lady had asked, the bereaved family had asked that other day, that question is yet to be answered. The widow of Srinivas had asked why this has happened. What is our fault? Have we not served this country? Are we not allowed in this country? Those questions are yet to be answered by that country, by the establishment of that country. I think the Indian government can force that government to answer the question which that widow, Indian widow, had asked. Thank you, Madam.
जितेंद्र रेड्डी शॉर्ट में अब इसका पूरा
शॉर्ट में मैडम बेसिकली ये जो इंसिडेंट हुआ है ये तेलंगाना का बच्चे के ऊपर में हुआ है तो मुझे थोड़ा मौका दीजिए इसके ऊपर में. इन द पास्ट फोर्टनाइट many hate crime attack on Indians have taken place in USA. Each attack involved a slogan, go back to your own country. These incidents have caused a sense of threat and unease amongst the Indian community living there, and it is high time that the Indian government should take stern steps and find a tangible solution in agreement with the American government. I would like to bring it to your notice the recent hate crime that took place in Kansas, which had taken the life of a Telangana NRI, Srinivas Kuchibotla, and injured Alok Reddy. Yes. This incident shows a clear rise in racism in United States, and the government of USA has only condemned the attack and not done anything to safeguard the interests of our people, as further attacks are taking place. Another incident of hate crime on a 39-year-old Sikh, old Deep Rai, took place, who was working on his car in front of his house in Kent City of Washington State, when the gunman with his face partially covered opened fire. In my opinion, this is a kind of prejudice, a kind of xenophobia that we haven't seen in the recent past. These attacks have caused an incredible loss and affected the lives of the victims and their families in an unimaginable manner. I request the government of India to provide all possible assistance to our fellow Indians living in foreign countries. Madam, जिस तरीके से खड़गे जी ने बताया था कि आज जो नया प्रेसिडेंट वहाँ पे चुना हुआ गया है, उनका जो स्लोगन था, अमेरिका इज ओनली फॉर अमेरिकन्स, ये स्लोगन के साथ में वहाँ पर बहुत ही हलचल हो गई मैडम। आप पता है आपको मैडम कि तेलुगु स्पीकिंग इंडियन लाखों में वहाँ पर बसते हुए हैं, और बच्चे वहाँ पर यहाँ पर जो आईटी के अंदर में और जिसके अंदर में सब बाहर होते हैं, दे गो देयर एंड दे टेक द जॉब्स, दे आर वरीड and their families are worried. Totally, when the dead body came to Hyderabad, madam, about Srinivas' dead body, the complete Telangana mourned on it. Our IT minister personally went, KCRG, our chief minister, had gone to them and had shown their condolences there. But I really would like to say, जो भी वार्तालाप अमेरिका से हो रहा है, वो वार्तालाप क्या हो रहा है और ये क्यों कंटिन्यू हो रहा है, ये पार्लियामेंट के अंदर में एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर शुड कम and give a statement and should see and also protect the children who are there, and the parents who are here in the states in India are very much worried on this, madam. So a proper statement has to be given by the external affairs. I request on it. Thank you, madam.
वो कोई एक स्टेट के बच्चे नहीं है, पूरे भारत के बच्चे हैं। चंदू मांजरा। यस
मैडम स्पीकर, माननीय खड़गे जी ने जो इशू उठाया है बहुत ही गंभीर है और सारे देश को इस पे चिंता करनी चाहिए। और मैं समझता हूं कि ये जो नए प्रेसिडेंट हैं, इसके समय नहीं, उससे पहले भी वहां बहुत इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं। और आपने ठीक कहा, देश के सब प्रदेशों के लोग